Welcome back to Tommy's Top Picks, where today we have a special treat. John and I got together, played our first game of Flesh and Blood Classic Construct. We learned playing Commoner, only using common cards to learn the basics of the game. Evolved into playing a couple different rounds of Blitz, which is the shortened deck, half health version of Flesh and Blood. Much quicker, about 10-15 minute games. This one's a bit longer. It's Classic Constructed, our first Classic Constructed Flesh and Blood game. Ton of fun. Close to the bitter end. Take a look. Hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, if we messed up, which we definitely did, leave a comment. Let us know where we messed up so we can get better. Let us know if you would have done anything different. I played Dorinthea. John played Prism. Let's see how it went. Alright, so we're here to play a game of Classic Constructed Flesh and Blood. I'm Tommy. I'm going to be playing Dorinthea with Dawnblade.
And I am John, playing Prism with the Iris of Reality.
So the way Dorinthea works, I'm going to get a nice shot there, maybe. There we go. Okay, so I'm playing Dorinthea, and her effect is once per turn. When your weapon attacks and hits, you may attack an additional time with that same weapon in the same turn, because traditionally you can only attack with a weapon once a turn. I still need to get go again to be able to make it go off again. Have 40 health, 4 intellect, so I have 4 cards in my hand. Dawnblade, once per turn action, costs 1 resource. If Dawnblade hits, there we go. Dawnblade, once per turn action, attack. If Dawnblade hits, and its second time it is hit this turn, put a 1+1 attack counter on Dawnblade. At the beginning of your end phase, if Dawnblade has not hit this turn, remove all 1 attack counters from Dawnblade. So I'm going to want to hit with it twice a turn to keep the consistency going. Otherwise, I will lose all of its bonuses.
I'm going with Prism here, and what she does, let's see if I can get that, there you go. What she does is she banishes cards from her soul, and you'll see how I create those through multiple cards do that, basically. Once I banish it as an instant, it creates a Spectral Shield, which is this card. If any damage is going to hit my character, it automatically soaks it. It only soaks 1 at a time, so it's critical that I deal with that. Now, the interesting thing is Iris of Reality, which is my main weapon, not the best weapon, but it's kind of the default one, basically turns any of these shields into a weapon that has go again by default. So you pay 3 and you get to attack for 4, which is a great number to attack for, because that's basically 1 over a card block. And it has go again. So theoretically I can have multiple shields out and attack multiple times in 1 turn. That's kind of what you're going for. And you'll see as I play the deck that it's going to actually change the way it works, because this actually applies to any illusionist aura, not just a Spectral Shield. So I am taking advantage of that.
And hello, I'm Barbara, but you can call me Babs. I'm going to be overlooking the game so I can learn how to play. And what type of game are you playing? I know there's 2 different types for Flesh and Blood.
So this is Constructed, Classic Constructed. So it's an 80 card deck opposed to Blitz, which is a 40 card deck. Blitz characters typically have 20 health, where Constructed have 40. There are exceptions, be it few. But they do use the same weapons. The heroes have the same effects. They're just young versions of the hero.
Yeah, so this is the full version, the adult versions. You'll notice all the heroes have some sort of title, like this is Sculptor of Arclight, as opposed to the younger versions, which are just their name. That's how you can tell the difference. And then, of course, the 40 versus 20 health. Just a slight modification. Classic Constructed, it is an 80 card registration, but that also includes your equipment and your sideboard. Typically, and I've actually had some discussions online about the strategy of this, it's recommended that you bring to the table 60 cards that are focused on the opponent. And the way the rules work is you basically reveal your hero, and then the rest of it, once both sides have revealed their hero, the rest of it gets determined at that point. So if you have 80 cards, that could be 15 or 10. If you think of it as 15 and there's 3 of each color you're allowed to have. So it's 5 variations you can switch in and out depending on who you're playing, which is very useful for, like, for example, Prism is horrible against brutes because they actually use high damage weapons, which destroy most of my attacks. So I'd want to switch things out to have less of those in my deck. I don't think you set up a sideboard. I did not set up a sideboard. This is a 60 card deck.
Yeah. A lot of my sideboard was different equipment depending on who John brought. I could have, say he brought a character that was heavy in arcane damage. I could have added more arcane deflection. But I decided, since he's going with Prism, I'm going to go with Hope Merchant's Hood, which is kind of just it's a generic headpiece. Destroy it and shuffle any number of cards from your hand into your deck, then draw that many cards. So if I get stuck with a bum hand that I don't want to play, I can destroy this and get a new one. Didn't have a good fit for chess, so I just went with the default Ironhide Plate. When you defend with Ironhide Plate, you may pay 1 resource. If you do, it gains +2 defense and destroy it when the combat chain ends. For my arms, I'm going to be using Gallantry Gold, 1 resource action, destroy it. Your weapon attack gains +1 this turn and go again. It also has Battle Worn. If you defend with it, put a -1 counter, defense counter on it when the combat chain closes, so it doesn't destroy it. It just has the counter on it. And then for my legs, I'm using Refractor Bolters. When a weapon you control hits, you may destroy Refraction Bolters. If you do, the attack gains go again. It also has Battle Worn, so same thing. I can use it to block for 1, but it will not break.
And then for Prism, we have the Halo of Illumination, which is a pretty standard default card, common. Essentially, Halo of Illumination, you pay 1, you destroy it, and then you can put a card into your soul, which again helps build up those the Spectral Shields. It's useful if you find yourself not able to get things in the soul and therefore not able to attack with a weapon. It can just help you in a pinch. It also has Spell Void too, which is useful. This is the Spell Void that destroys the item. There are some cards I've noticed, I think they're the higher tier stuff, that has a Spell Void where it doesn't necessarily destroy the card if you use it. I don't have any of that here. For the armor, Blood Drop Brocade, another common, nothing too special there. Essentially, you gain an action, you gain a resource, and you can only activate that if you've been hit or done damage that turn, so it has some limitation to it. Dreamweavers, another common, but pretty effective with Prism. Destroy it, and next illusion attack you do, which is primarily what she does, you can basically ignore Phantasm, which is that ability that brutes can destroy your attacks, or anyone that can hit very hard can destroy your attacks by defending. It's very detrimental to Prism's momentum, so these are very useful for that. And then the final thing, my fancy card, and I actually pulled this out of a case of mine, is the Phantasmal Footsteps. Basically, it has a lot of abilities. First time an illusion attack card you control is destroyed via that mechanic I was just explaining, I can pay 1 and then I get to start again. Usually it would cut off the combat chain completely at that point, and when that happens, you're done. Like, it just ruins your turn. This allows you to keep going, which is great. It costs you a little bit, but it allows you to keep going. It can also defend, and if I throw a resource point at it, it has a free 1 defense that does not destroy the boots, unlike most of the equipment that has some defense on it. And then the last thing is, if it does get defends against a non-illusion attack with a 6 or more, it will actually then destroy the actual boots. So only in those big hits do my items and things get destroyed, and that's pretty typical. That's the theme of Prism in general and the illusions. The idea is that if you're strong enough, you can break right through the mind games that I'm playing with you. So that's it for me, and I say let's roll off and get started.
And we will roll off to see who goes first. I got 2. Literally 2.
I got a 5.
All right. So, well, I thought we were rolling 2 dice. I rolled 2 dice.
Oh.
And they both got 1.
I
So
still
you win
beat you. I
anyway.
beat you with 1 die. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and choose to go first. So let's draw our cards. It's a hand of 4. Let's see what we got here. All right. I shall start with the hard hit. Let's do this. I'm going to attack with 7, and I'm going to pitch a 3. So this is a War Tune Herald. It costs 1, so I have 2 floating, and it's a 7 attack. If I hit with it, it goes into my soul, which, as we were explaining, helps create those Spectral Shields. The good thing about a 7 attack is that most cards defend for 3, so you're going over by 1, meaning you are likely to hit unless it's a 3 defense or some special trick is getting thrown in there. Same with 4, same thing. You know, it's 1 card plus 1.
All right, so I am going to block for 7. So I'm going to use 6, and then the bolters make 7.
And that's Battle Worn?
Battle Worn.
So
So it'll get a -1 counter. It won't destroy it.
Oh, okay. I see.
If you defend with Refractor Bolters, put a -1 counter on it when the combat chain closes.
Good move. Good start. That slows me down, which is critical at this point.
So my 2 blocks go this goes here. Has a counter on it, so I can't block with it again. But I can still use its activated ability. And the benefit and why I wanted to throw the 2 cards out was because on the first turn, the defender gets to draw back up to full. So I will draw back up to 4.
So it's always good to go second, sounds like.
I typically prefer to go second. Depends on the matchup if you want to be more aggressive or not. But you're really not going to get someone on their back foot right off the bat on the first turn because the defender is going to be able to draw back up to 4 for their attack. Now moving forward throughout the game, that is what's exactly going to happen. In the more cards you use for your defense, the less cards you will now have for your attack because you do not draw again until the end of your attack turn.
Yeah, and so a counterpoint to that, at least for my particular deck, this is more of a control deck. A lot of what I'm trying to do is save my cards and wear down your cards. So having you burn defender cards early on, that leans into my strategy a little bit. But it's such a tiny amount, we won't really know how it plays out until we're done.
Alright, so it's my turn to attack. I am going to play Driving Blade, red, and then pitch Sharpened Steel for 2 resources. Your next weapon attack this turn gains +3 and go again. So, and then go again. So I am going to attack with Dawnblade, pitch Dauntless. So I am attacking for 6.
Alright. Is there any hit effects?
If it hits, I can attack with it again because of Dorinthea.
But you still need another... Oh, you have the
I have the go again.
The first one, right.
And the Dawn Blade just stacks on top of the Driving Blade.
Yeah, so it's going to be... So this Driving Blade, your next weapon attack this turn gains +3 attack and go again. So this automatically gains go again, but it's now 6 because of the 3. And so I can attack with this again if it hits because of Dorinthea.
Right. Normally you can only attack once with a weapon.
Right.
The special of the weapon allows you to attack twice, and then the go again gives you the go again that allows you to have the action point to do it. Alright, so I'm going to... I think what I will do, you have 1 card in hand, yeah. So I'm going to block for 3, and it's Herald of Rebirth. And then, now it's the reaction phase. We were going a little too fast last time, didn't explain that. So you go first, attack reactions.
No attack reactions.
No defense reactions. So we go ahead and resolve that. So I get hit for 3, correct?
Yep.
Alright. Oh, I guess we leave that until the end. Sorry. Down to 1 there. And you have your go again.
Yep. So I will go again and
Attack
swing for 3.
Alright. And in this case, I will... I guess I'll take it.
Oh, I have to pitch
Yeah,
for
you
it.
do have to pitch to pay. You still
Yep.
have to pay for it. Yep. Alrighty. So I take the hit.
Okay.
And that is another 3.
So this goes away. And because it hit the second time, it gains the counter.
+1.
So it's going to be swinging 4 each time next turn.
Yeah,
now,
so you keep on stacking if you use it?
If Dawnblade hits and then hits a second time, so if it hits twice in a turn successfully, does any damage in each swing, it gains a counter. Now, if there's a turn where that doesn't happen, these go away. Depending, it doesn't go down by one; they all go away. So I need to keep that consistency up.
And with Prism, the thing that's interesting is she's a high defense character because she creates these shields basically on the fly, instant speed. So oftentimes later in the game, I'm not quite there yet, but as I get set up, I can block for 3, create 3 shields, and then throw more cards on top, defense reactions, etc. So she gets real turtly, I would say. Currently, my hand is not supporting that, though.
It looks like Prism is a good counter to Dorinthea.
I'm curious.
We will find.
Yeah, I was going to say, I honestly have no idea how this is going to go, so I'm excited to see. I will say this hand is horrible for what I want to do, generally speaking, so I will figure out that. Well, you really wrecked my turn, so now it's time to figure out what I want to put in my arsenal and what I can do that's worth doing. I'll be honest, I can't do much that's worth doing, so I will arsenal this card, draw back up to full, and say go ahead.
Okie dokie. Alright, with my turn now, I am going to use my Gallantry Gold.
And what does that do?
It costs 1 action point, so I'm going to pitch Steel Blade Shunt, leaving 2 floating. And your weapon attacks gain +1 this turn. Go again. So I'm going to
attack for 5.
Attack for 5. Still doesn't give me go again, but it is what it is.
Yep. So I will defend with Enigma Chimera. It's a cool attack, not the best, but it's a good defender. So 3 defense. So I still take 2.
It's not over yet. Do you have a defense reaction?
I do not. Oh, should we? Yeah. Wait. Sorry, I do not have a defense reaction. Go ahead.
So first, I'm going to do my attack reaction.
Yeah, you go first.
Target weapon gains +3. Reprise. If the defending hero is defended with a card from their hand, this chain link, draw a card, and then put a card from your hand on top or bottom of your deck.
Oh, okay. Nice. Never even seen that.
I am going to draw a card. And I am going to put that on the bottom of my deck.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. So it is now 4, 5, 8.
All right. And I defended with 3 still, right? Out of that? Okay.
So that's 5.
So that's 5 damage. All right, get rid of that. It's down to 4. You are beating the crap out of me.
And because I did not attack twice, that's
you
broken.
lose that. Yep.
I lose that.
Critical for Dorinthia's success.
But I'm ending my turn by putting a card into my arsenal. And then I'm going to draw 3, concluding my turn.
So for my turn, I'm going to do a lot of nothing, but again, this is how Prism works, slow in the beginning. So Merciful Retribution, and I could do that on your turn because it is an instant, but I'll just wait till my turn, it's fine. And that costs 4, which is an awkward number to pay for, so I'm pitching Prismatic Shield and Glisten, so that is 4 total. And that is an aura, and recall that my auras have special capabilities within this. It's not the Spectral Shield type of aura. This one in particular does. When an aura or an attack action card you control is destroyed, so recall that some of my cards can be destroyed by Phantasm, then the target hero takes 1 arcane damage. So if you destroy my illusions, I do damage to you. Anyways, that's what this does. And it stays on the field. It's an aura. It is helpful to me throughout. If it is a non-token light card, which a lot of mine are light, but not all of them, you put it into the hero's soul. So it also charges me up. It's a nice aura to have on the field. Now, it does have Spectra. If you want, you can choose to target the aura as your attack. But if you do that, the combat chain ends instantly. That's like you kill my Spectra, or you kill my my aura, and then your turn's over. So it's also a turn waster. But again, Prism is control, slow you down, slow you down, slow you down until I get built up, and then I swing back, typically. So that is it for my turn. I will draw 4.
I thought you have to attack her weapon first. Or is it her shield or something?
No, the Spectral Shield, if it is out and there's damage that will hit my character, it will automatically destroy the shield.
That first.
I can't reserve these. These aren't something that you can hold on to. I wish you could. It would make her so much more powerful. But what it boils down to is if she's gonna take damage, this goes first. Mm-hmm. This one, on the other hand, because it's special, isn't that way. You can specifically attack it, and if you do, it ends the combat chain, which basically wastes your turn. Okay. Which is great for me, because that's, again, I need to slow you down, otherwise I'm going to lose.
But you have to get those shields out first.
Yeah, right now I don't have any out, and that's okay.
And how many can you have? 3?
No, you can have as many as you can create. Oh, it's hard to create too many, because you end up taking damage, and they go away automatically, so you don't want to rely on these as your weapon. It's like good in a pinch, and sometimes it works. Because this creates it as a weapon, but typically you want something like this that will stick around a little bit longer. So that's just how Prism works.
So I'm going to start my turn with Warrior's Valor, yellow.
What does that do?
I'll pitch Steel Blade, leaving me with 1 floating. So what it does, your next weapon attack this turn gains +2 attack, and if it hits, the attack gains Go Again. Go again.
There you go, guys. Go again.
So now I can use my 1 resource, play Dawnblade. It's attacking for 5, and if it hits, it gains Go Again.
It's good to know. I am going to try to slow you down, because I need to. Yep, I can do this. So what I will do is a full block, Herald of Ravages, which is a 3, and Spears of Surreality, which is also a 3. So that's a 6 block. Do you have any attack reactions to play?
I do not.
I have no defense reactions, so that resolves with a 0 hit. Yes?
Yes.
All right.
So I will put that down there.
Oops, I forgot to take my pitch at the end of every turn. You can sort that turn's pitch and put it at the bottom as you will. I have no idea how long I've not done this, so I'm just going to go put it in that order, just be more fair.
I'll draw back up to 4.
Do you think you would ever run out of cards with the commander?
Yes.
Play?
Yes, so I have actually played games. Well, actually, to be honest, they were blitz games where I ran out of cards. And the Azalea, I think her name is, the archer, she does a lot of comboing, so she burns very fast. Very fast. I was playing against my buddy Chris, and he actually got, I think he still had like 30 cards left. So he still had like half his deck or something like that. Maybe it was a little less. Maybe it was 15. I forget because it was Blitz. Mm-hmm. But he still had most of his deck, and I was out of cards. And I had nothing I could do because everything requires cards. So
you need to kill them off fast if you have
some characters. It's like churn and burn as fast as possible, and you better hit your combos right so you're doing enough damage to take them out. Yep.
Also, I just realized that turn I could have gotten Go Again. I figured it out.
Oh.
It's my bolters.
Who you burn
that would have
been
something? The second turn.
Yeah. When a weapon you control hits, you may destroy refraction bolters. If you do, the attack gains Go Again.
That's okay. It's early on.
Yeah.
I mean, every character's different. I tend to hold my equipment until later in the game.
I'm going to be able to use it later.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not the end of the world.
No.
We're still early in, so it's all good. It's all good. All right, okay. So you drew up.
I drew up. That ends my turn.
All right. For my attack, I'm going to do an interesting little combo. So let's start with Captain's Call. Now this is a generic action, so it's available to everyone. Choose one. The next attack card with cost 2 or less, you play this turn gains +2. Or the next attack action card with 2 or less costs, you play this turn gains Go Again, and then Go Again. So I will be going again. I'm going to choose option 1, so I pump my attack, and I will play Illuminate, which is a attack 4 for 0, costs nothing to pitch it. If it hits, it gets put into the soul, which is nice, and now it's a 6 attack. So
what are you gonna pitch for it?
Nothing. It's
nothing.
Free.
Oh,
they're both free, which is why it's a great little combo attack. It's a double freebie turn, which I needed this turn to catch up.
Those are always nice.
I've been losing hand advantage this whole time.
So what is it? 5?
No, it's a total of 6.
6.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to block with Razor Reflex for 2. Do you have any attack reactions?
I do not.
Okay. I have a defense reaction.
Okay.
Sink below.
No,
So that's a total of 6.
Full block. You blocked my soul.
You may put a card from your hand on the bottom of your deck. If you do so, draw a card. So I am going to do that.
All right.
I'm sorry, what is this pilot again?
That is the arsenal. So at the end of your turn, it is how you can have 5 card hands instead of 4. At the end of your turn, you can put a card into your arsenal face down if there is not a card there already.
Which is exactly what I'm about to do.
Yep.
And you'll note that Captain's Call, the 0 cost card, I pulled out of my arsenal. It's a great one for that because it has some optionality about how it plays. It costs nothing to bring it out, and it has go again. So it's a great, like, combo cards are great to put down here. Anything that's going to be something you can throw out at a kind of a instant notice. Defense reactions, for example, great thing to put in the arsenal.
And do some cards have actually arsenal specific?
Yes.
For the archers in particular, yes. Most things don't. There's a few that have trigger effects that if this was played from the arsenal.
And that gives you a cue that's a good card to play for
Play
the
for the
arsenal.
arsenal, yes.
So you want to hold on to
Some
it.
are,
Yeah.
but some are, once you learn your deck, learn how your character plays, you will feel how, because the arsenal does limit you. You cannot pitch that card for resources, and you cannot discard that card, so you have to play it.
Yeah, it can't be used for defense.
Right, so if it does have a cost, you do need to pay for it, and that would be pitched. But you cannot use this to pitch for another card.
Or use it to defend on an attack. So you're basically cutting out 2 parts of a card by putting in your arsenal, which means you better really like what it's going to actually do and be confident that you can make it do that thing. Otherwise, which is why like a 0 cost, that's easy, right? You don't need to pitch for it. And
Then
it
you're
has
just
great
waiting.
impacts, right?
Then you're
and
just
same
waiting
for
for the
that
right
defense
situation.
reaction. Sink below is great. It's just 0 and it just blocks 4. It's beautiful.
Can you use the arsenal whenever, or do you have to use it the next turn?
You can use it whenever you can. So that can actually be a problem, is if something clogs up your arsenal and you aren't finding the situation to play it in. Where I had that down for a couple turns because John wasn't attacking, so I didn't have a chance to use a defense reaction.
Yep. Yeah, and this card, which I'm sure you'll see in a few turns, is not as easy to use as this card. So I may end up regretting this decision. I want it there because it's the best move right now, but 2 or 3 turns from now, if I'm unable to figure out how to get it out, it could be blocking other cards that were better, like another Captain's Call. So it's a gambit, but it's usually worthwhile because it gives you an additional card in your hand, which is essentially the most powerful thing.
So I'm going to start my turn by attacking with Dawnblade. Pitching for 2. Leaving me 1. What's your defense?
I don't like that at all. Dawnblade's just 3?
Just attacking for 3.
I still don't like that. Makes me nervous when it's that simple. All right, no defense. You're gonna hit me for 3. You have an attack reaction?
I do not have an attack reaction, but
You have an instant?
I am going to use my bolters
Okay.
and get it go again.
How does that work exactly? Is it an instant or how does that work? Is it an action?
It is when a weapon you control hits, you may
Oh, it hasn't
destroy
hit yet.
refraction
It hasn't
bolters.
hit yet. You don't.
If you
don't.
do, the
Nope.
attack ends again.
Gotta keep turning in order. So you have
No, I know.
attack
You're not
action.
defensing. Yeah.
I have a defense reaction.
Okay.
So that I will do. Soul Shield. Defense for 6. I
Oof.
will pay with Ode to Wrath, which is a 2 in the
Wait, but
pitch
you're
rate.
defending. Do you have to use
You have to pay for
resources?
defense reaction.
Reactions. Yeah, they're slightly different. So you'll see it says light defense reaction versus the defense, which uses just the defense value, which is slightly different. So it's just a different stage, and it costs is the difference. So, so I'm defending for 6 against your 3.
Yep.
And
So that blocks it.
That blocks it. You don't get to go again.
Nope.
And this, as a result, puts Soul Shield into your hero's soul when combat chain closes. So I got my soul card finally.
There you go.
Now you have
Do
2?
that forever.
Just 1.
So I'm gonna put.
You need 2 to bring out your shields, though, right?
No, I just have to pay 2, and then I burn that card to do it. So
put this card in my arsenal.
What do I have in my
And that
arsenal?
uses up your refraction.
It doesn't. Because it didn't go off.
Yeah, correct. It's only if he had hit, which I prevented with that. That's why I was asking how that worked. Because if it was instant and you were doing it beforehand, I was like, "Go ahead, use that up. I'll take advantage of that."
It's only it triggers when it
when
hits.
it hits. Yeah, that's
I
why
may
asked.
destroy it. Yeah.
Yep. So you get it for another day.
Yep.
Another day. And then for my attack, I hope this does something. I'm going to do War Tune Herald. Oops, I forgot to take my pitch from your turn and put it at the bottom. That's an attack for 7. If it hits, put into the hero's soul. It is a phantasm card, but I don't think that matters for your character, right? You don't hit, or you don't have any cards with a damage value of 6 or higher, right? Okay. Good.
So it goes into your soul if you don't?
If I hit, yeah. So, and it's attack 7, so either a 3 or if you have anything else to defend with.
I am going to block for 6. Wait, hold on. Three, 4, 5. Math is hard. So we are going to do 6. And then
You have to pay for that
yep.
chest. Is that how it goes?
Yep.
All right.
So I'm going to pay for the chest with 1. So that's a total of 8.
Does it crack?
When you defend with Ironhide Plate, you may pay 1. If you do, it gains +2 defense and destroy it when the combat chain closes.
So yes.
Yep.
Goodbye. All right. It's sad for my attacks because I still need soul fuel, but at least I'm getting rid of your gear. I feel like Dorinthea is an early stage gear user. Prism's more late stage. It's to make those final attacks go through. Typically, except for the ones that are reactions to your, killing things with Phantasm.
Right.
All right. Well, I will draw back up and say, go ahead.
All right.
And I kept a card in my hand. Did I? No. No, I didn't. I'm sorry. That was pitched.
Yeah.
That was pitched. So this goes to the bottom. That was to pay for War Tune. Sorry. Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to attack with Dawnblade. Pitch Sharpened Steel.
So attack for 3.
Attack for 3. If it hits.
I will go ahead and block. Yeah, block for 3.
Okay. I am going to use Iron Song Response. If the defending hero has defended with a card from their hand, this chain link target attack gains +3.
So you hit for 3.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have any defense reactions. So that's 4, so I'm down to 1 on that. And then,
because it hits, I'm going to break my bolters
Mm-hmm.
and swing again for 3.
Now we'll change what I was going to do. So give me 1 second. All right, I will do another 3 defense.
Okay.
For that attack. Any attack reaction or anything?
I'm out of hand. I'm out of cards.
That's it. All right, so you don't get your +1. I prevented that, thankfully. Saved me. So I was really worried you're about to take the momentum back. You did ruin my turn because I was about to start swinging hard.
That was the goal there.
That was good. That's good. You ruined my
So
turn.
then I will drop my pitch.
Such a shame. I
Drop
keep
my
getting
hand.
the cards I need and you keep destroying my ability to use them. It's okay. You're running out of resources. Slowly your equipment's whittling away. This is where I start to come back, hopefully. All right. So I will do something I wouldn't have done otherwise. So I'm going to swing with a blue Herald of Protection. Why swing with a blue? Well, because this costs 4 and you ruined my ability to use it. So pitch for 2. That's a 5. If it hits, I put it into my soul and create one of those shield tokens. And that's it. That's all. Well, it's Phantasm, but it's a swing for 5.
And I will block for 6.
All right, you block for 6. So in that exchange, let's talk about the math a little bit. I'm winning. I'm taking advantage because you used 2 cards to stop my 1 card. Now I paid with 1 card, but it ends up back on the bottom of my deck.
Right.
So ultimately, again, remember my strategy is control. At the end, I want your deck lower than my deck. That's how I win. And that's what I succeeded in doing there, even though I didn't get all the bonus effects. Now in your situation, that was probably the right move because giving me those other advantages was too far. That's too much, and I understand that. Plus, you haven't taken much damage yet. You might just
I haven't taken any.
Whittle me down. You really blocked everything.
I've blocked everything.
That might end up coming back to bite you in the butt.
It probably will.
Yeah, because you shouldn't block everything. Remember, the only resource that matters life-wise is that last one.
Right.
And you're essentially not efficiently using one of your resources, which is life.
Right. So far.
We'll see how it goes. All right. So, anyways,
I feel like it depends on what character you're playing.
Oh, it definitely does.
It does, but ultimately, if you have a resource and you don't use it by the end, you wasted it, right? Because you got to the end of the game and you didn't use a resource that could have given you some advantage or strength or whatever. So, it is a factor. Anyways, go ahead.
All right. I am...
Not many options.
No. Going to attack with Dawnblade. Pitch. Sharpen Steel. Swinging for 3. 1 card in hand.
Alright. I'll block 3. Any attack reactions?
Nope.
No defense reactions? Full block?
Yep.
Alright.
I'll put a hand card into Arsenal. Throw my pitch. The other advantage I have with the card trade, though, is that I've been using Dawnblade a lot.
It's true.
Which does not take up a card.
That is true.
And you do pitch more when you're using it, so it goes back into your deck.
Correct.
Alright, so I'm going to make a risky play here. Instead of going on the offensive, which is probably what I need to be doing at this point with my life total where it is, I'm going to charge up a little bit instead. So I'm going to use Glisten. Now this is an interesting card and I want to explain it. Distribute 4 +1 attack counters among any number of weapons you control. At the beginning of your end phase, remove all of those counters from the weapons you control. If a permanent is no longer a weapon during your end phase, +1 counters on it are not removed. So this is critical with Prism in general and how she works. You'll notice that Iris of Reality, while it's a weapon, doesn't actually attack, doesn't do anything on its own. It needs to use an aura. So what it does is it takes an illusionist aura you control and it creates it as a weapon, but it's only during your action phase. So any weapons created by this, as per the last line in that, don't lose their +1 counters. So in this case, I'm going to play this. I got a pitch for it. Pay 2. And I get to put +4 counters on an aura. So this is now the equivalent. It has been a weapon the whole time because of how Iris of Reality works. The weapon is, it's a 4 attack, once per turn, pay 3, attack, go again. So it's a go again weapon, which is nice. It's also 4 for 3, which is a pretty nice attack value for the cost. Now it's going to be a 8 for 3. Which is super powerful and pretty interesting. And because it only is a weapon during the action phase, when it gets to the end phase, as per this, it stays on there. If I put that on like a sword or something else, it would go away. It's a way to balance it out. So that's my turn. Now the disadvantage is I'm not doing anything this turn.
Right.
So it costs, and this is where Prism's balance is. It's about being able to control the momentum, get these things charged up, and then start swinging for a lot. But I got to get there, and that's very difficult. So now Tommy's faced with a difficult decision. Attack my weapon or just keep coming at my face. And I'm pretty low on life, so either of them kind of stink for me.
So let's see. I am going to attack with Hit and Run for 0. Your next weapon attack this turn gains Go Again. If you have attacked with this weapon this turn, your next attack action this turn gains +3. So I don't get the second part, but I get the first part. So this gains Go Again. So it's 3 with Go Again. And I am going to pitch, sink below. That leaves me with 1 extra resource.
Okay.
Coming at you for 3.
I will block the 3.
And so that's That shuts down my turn.
That's it?
That's
All right.
it.
Alrighty. Alright, so for my turn, I'm going to make you sad. First thing I'm going to do is pitch Prism. Well, I guess first I'll attack with this 8 attack. So you have an 8 coming at you with go again. And I pitched 3 to pay for it.
Okay, so I am going to. Let's see. I will block for 3. Any attack reactions?
Nope.
Defense reaction for 6.
It's a full block.
Full block. There's
Cool.
the one.
So now my go again. Well, I guess I'll keep that up there because it is still up there. Now I will attack for 9 with Phantasmaclasm, and I will pay 3 to do that. Phantasmaclasm, what a word.
And I will take that 9.
All right, look at defending hero's hand. This doesn't matter whether I hit you or not.
Mm-hmm.
And choose a card. They put that at the bottom of the deck, and then you draw a card.
I have 1 card.
Guess I will put Driving Blade at the bottom of the deck. So you took 9, and
Yep.
that is done. And this is still a weapon on the field.
It doesn't pop.
No,
It's only when it gets destroyed. I
only
think.
if you attack it. You have to target it, and that ends the combat chain, and you don't get any of the impacts. Like if you have go again or
Right.
something, it kills that too.
But I need to do 4 to it?
Any amount of damage.
Oh.
You just have to target it and basically waste your turn.
Okie dokie. But it always has go again.
Yes, any of my weapons
Okay.
I'll have go again because of the way the illusion thing works.
Let's see here. Alright, I'm going to play Steelblade Supremacy, pitch, hit, and run for it. It's a Dorinthea's specialization. Until the end of your turn, weapon gains +2, and whenever this weapon hits, draw a card, go again.
Nice. So it's a 5,
Yes.
and then you're going to swing at me with it, I assume?
So I will pitch 2, leaving me with 1. So yes, it is a 5 coming at you.
I will. And if you hit, what happens?
I draw a card.
You just draw a card, but I don't want you to draw a card. It's going to ruin my day if you draw a card. So, but I don't have many options here. Okay, I'm going to do something a little weird here. It's a 5 total. No, that's not enough. All right. Guess I will just block for. Shoot, that messes me up. Yep, I'll just block for 6.
Okay. And
Attack reactions.
Attack reaction. Use my last floating resource.
Yep.
Gains +3 if defending hero defended with a card from their hand. This chain link, draw a card, and then put a card from your hand on the top or bottom of your deck. So I just get a look at the top card in my hand. All right, and I will put it on the top of my deck.
Okay.
So, but because it hits now, because it is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
So you have
And
defense
defended with 6.
Yeah.
So I take 2.
2.
I don't have a defense reaction, so.
And I draw a card.
Yep. Just whittling me down. All right. I am going to. Well, it doesn't really matter when I do it. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, at the end of your phase, because there's a point where I get priority back,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pay 2, pop this soul power thing, and then gain one of these Spectral Shields. Probably could have done that. No, you still hit me for 2, so I wouldn't have made a difference. Now it's my turn, and for my turn, I'm going to swing with the weapon again.
And that's 4?
It is an 8.
An 8.
And you only get 1 shield with that.
Correct. Yeah. The one that comes from her instant ability is only 1. It's better to keep it around instead of wasting it for that last attack because he would have gotten all the benefits anyways because he hit for 2.
I am going to take the 8.
All right. And then I will draw back to full. And it's your go.
Let's see. I am going to pitch 1, attack with Dawnblade, and attack your bubble.
For how much? 3?
3.
Okay. I will.
Can you block that aura?
Yep.
Oh.
It's just like any other
I
attack.
thought you said that I just had to attack it. And it ends the turn. Because otherwise I could have buffed it more.
Says can be attacked.
Mm-hmm.
When it becomes target of an attack. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Destroy it, close combat chain.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It just instantly, you're done.
Yeah.
Your turn's over.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, my bad. When
Okay.
destroy is banish, right?
Graveyard.
It is graveyard?
Because it says here, when equipment is destroyed, it's put in the graveyard.
Okay. All right, good.
I thought when it gets destroyed, though, it also does.
Oh, it does. You're right.
Something
Arcane
else.
damage.
Yeah, deals 1 arcane
One
damage,
arcane.
You
damage.
take 1 arcane.
which you can't block.
Nope.
Yeah, so arcane damage is for listeners out there. Essentially, it's damage that cannot be blocked except by special equipment, such as spell void equipment. You'll see this is a spell void. There's different advantages and disadvantages. For example, this one blocks 1 arcane damage. It gets destroyed when you do it. I believe this one blocks 2 and also gets destroyed. There's some, I believe, out there that don't get destroyed, although now I'm starting to question my sanity on that one. Maybe they all do get destroyed. I don't know. So, all right. So I drew back up. You attack that. So it's my turn full hand. Lovely.
Wait, so I attack, so I draw back up to full.
Yes, you do.
That. Okay.
All right. Now let's get serious. She finally gave me what I needed. Do I want to do it on that or not? Probably not. So this is what I'll do. I will keep it simple. Shoot, not exactly what I would ideally want to do, but I guess I have to. No, this is not my ideal situation. All right, I'm gonna pitch. Well, I'm gonna do this merciful retribution. Bring
All the
my,
pitch stuff has to go back into your deck, though.
You're right. That's all at the bottom. So merciful retribution, bringing that aura back, and I pay 4 for it. And that will be the end of that turn.
Okay.
I draw back up to full. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I switch out what I paid with?
Yeah.
Different yellow. My mistake. Draw back up to 4. Oh wait, just 2. All right.
Alright. I am going to attack. Pitch 1. So swinging for 3.
All right. I will. I will take the 3.
Okay.
Any attack reactions?
Yep. I will play Glint the Quicksilver. Target weapon attack gains go again. If you defended with a card from your hand this turn, I would draw a card, but you didn't. But so it gains go again.
All right. Well then, how much damage is it doing total? It's just the 3
It's just
still?
the 3 still.
Okay, yeah. And I'll take the 3. So that'd be down there. Go ahead.
And then I will pitch the 1 again. And attack with Dawnblade again.
For just 3.
Mm-hmm.
I will not defend. Any attack reactions?
No.
Then I will play Soul Shield. Block 6, so you do not hit.
Right.
And I pay for that with 2.
Okay.
Good?
Yep.
Alright.
Draw back up to 4.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Soul Shield goes in my soul once the combat chain is done. So I'm going to... Oh, I pitched the wrong thing. I hate when I do that.
Goes on the bottom of your deck.
Yeah, it was this one I wanted to keep and this one I wanted to pitch. Oh, wait.
Can't be
I
doing
couldn't
that
have.
every
I couldn't
turn.
have. I couldn't have anyways. Doesn't matter. Oops. That was... Shoot. What was that? 3? I think it was 3.
I hope so. I'll look back on the camera later.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later, right? Alright, so for this turn, I don't have much to do because you kind of screwed up my turn. So I will swing with my weapon. Oh, wait, did you do damage to me?
Yes.
Spectral Shield. So I have one more. Yeah, because that automatically happens. I can't
It does,
prevent
yeah,
that.
you
It would have
can't.
been the first
Yeah.
thing that happened on that first attack.
Yeah.
Does that mean you hit? How many did you hit for? Because that probably would have. No, it
It
didn't
was
prevent anything though.
6.
Because
No.
you still got that go
Yeah.
again
I
either
think
way.
it
Yeah,
was-
the go again was happening no matter
Sorry,
what.
my
Yeah.
bad. I forgot about the shield. I need to put it somewhere where it's more like in my line of sight.
It is the first thing that has to take damage too.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is not do anything. Put this in my arsenal and draw back up to full.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right. I will play Hit and Run.
What's that?
Your next weapon attack this turn gains go again. So I will pitch, leaving me with 2 extra. So I'm coming at you for 3.
Okay, I will create. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, yeah. So I will play this instant, create 3 of these shield tokens, which will automatically pop, but you take 3 damage, and in fact, you need to take 1 more from that last one.
Oh,
I
so
forgot-
4 total.
Yeah, 4 total. And you do no damage with that, but you have go again, so go ahead.
Oh, we didn't do reactions.
Oh, sorry, that was my instinct. Go ahead with your reactions.
And then I do.
And this didn't go through yet.
How many? So I'm still there.
Yeah, just take 1 off because that was from last turn.
Okay.
Sorry, this is not the most smooth.
So then I will use my last 2 floating. Attack reaction. Target weapon gains +3. Reprise. If defending hero has defended with a card from their hand, this chain link weapons. Yeah, you did.
Nope.
Oh, you did an instant. So that doesn't matter. The reprise doesn't matter. So it gains 3, so it's swinging for 6.
Yep, that's fine. I do not have any defense reactions. It only hits for 3.
Okay.
You take 3 damage at this point.
Okay.
I'm down to 1. This is a very close fight now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you haven't
we're-
noticed, Tommy's.
I know, because
less than
that's
you.
why I said, remember, I take a lot of damage early, but then I start swinging hard, although he did bounce it back in his favor. We're now at the point where I got to build up again.
So
But
now.
he's also 3 less equipment.
Yeah, but mine were meant to be used earlier.
Mhm.
So I'm going to use Hit and Run yellow. Your next weapon attack this turn gains go again. If you have attacked with this weapon this turn, the next attack this turn gains +2. So it's swinging for 5.
So wait, what are you doing?
An action.
That gave you go again on your weapon.
Yeah.
Right? And then.
So this got go again from this.
Mm-hmm.
So this only gave this go again.
Okay.
So then this attacked with the attack reaction.
Oh, that's what happened. I was like,
That
you-
attack,
what
sorry,
are you
that
doing?
attack
Yeah,
with the
okay,
attack reaction. So that's
Yeah.
that
Technically,
link.
the way it should be done is you do this, and then you do this on top of this, right?
Okay.
And I would typically put the defense on top of you
This
as
also
well,
gains a +1 on your
If
attack.
it's the second attack,
which it wasn't.
which it
Oh.
wasn't.
And then you're doing it again for 0 cost, right? That's what this is.
Yep.
And then you're attacking again with the weapon.
Right, so it does gain the +2.
Right. So now it's a 5
But
coming
you're
at me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. What do I have in here?
You just gotta read the cards at least 3 times.
Yeah,
You'll
at least,
eventually get
at
it.
least.
Yeah. All right.
And then the 5th time you'll realize something that you didn't realize.
Yeah, that you did wrong.
And then you read
completely wrong.
words differently.
Yeah.
the 5th time.
All right. I guess I will. I can't really defend against it if I want to do anything. You keep messing up my turns. Yeah. Guess I'll just take it.
Okay. So because it hit twice, it gains the counter.
It does.
And I draw back.
But that's
a-
only the second time you've pulled that off.
I know.
So-
and shortly after each play, I figured out how I could have done it, where
Uh-oh.
it would have gone off.
Uh-oh.
But game 1. So
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we're learning as we're going.
Yep.
Oh no, I don't draw yet. All right, so I held on to these specifically so I wouldn't screw myself. And instead of swinging at you, do this. Pay for.
Does that say up?
Oh no, sorry. That's that's just an instant. Pay for this, and I get 3 +1 counters on that.
Okay.
And then I draw to full. I am running out of time. My life counter is getting pretty low. So is yours.
Yeah, I'm down
You still
to
have
18.
more than half the deck to go through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the decks, at least in my tests, don't run out. It's usually your life. I guess I apparently in competitive it does. You do get to redo your deck. I don't know. I mean, and you think about it, how many went back under? Half.
Yeah.
So about this many. So we still haven't even hit the stuff that we
Right.
have pitched yet. We're
Right.
close, but we haven't
Yeah.
quite. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
So I'm going to start with Sharpened Steel. Your next weapon attack this turn gains +3. Go
Like
again. So I'm going to attack with
Swinging
that.
for 4.
7. Swinging for
You also
7.
have to pitch for it.
Yes, you do.
Yes. Which I
That is
will
correct.
do there. So that leaves me with 1.
All right. No defense. Do you have an attack reaction?
I do. I am going to
Always have an
use my
attack
last reaction. Razor Reflex.
Ooh.
Target sword or dagger weapon attack gains +3.
So your full attack is what?
Is 4, 5, 6, 7, 10.
What?
3, 4, 3.
Oh, right, because the +1. I was like, no, that's 3, 3, 3, man. Yeah, the
Plus one.
Yeah, okay. So I will pitch, well, do a soul shard.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch to pay for that. And then pitch 2 to create a shield at instant speed.
Mm-hmm.
So this is 7
Mhm.
blocking. So I take 2, correct? No, 3. So I take 3, and you take 1 arcane damage because this will pop, and this goes back into my soul, or a different one goes into my soul, I guess. All right, good.
Good.
All right.
And this comes
I end
off
up
because I
pitching
did not
so
hit
much on
twice.
your turn. It's ridiculous. What was that?
Token comes off because I didn't hit twice.
That's right. Yeah, like I totally intended. That was the strategy all along.
Yep.
All right, so I'm swinging with my illusion, and that's for 7 damage.
Okay.
I like how both of us are watching our life totals. Like, can I take that much damage? I don't know if I can take that much damage.
I'm gonna block
Getting
4.
Nice.
And
Was that Arsenal? Is that where that came
yeah,
from?
Arsenal.
Nice.
Oh wait, no, sorry, I can't do that yet.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
at the
It's
end.
not a deep
Well,
one.
you're gonna block 4. It's okay. I have no hand, so
Yeah.
it doesn't change my
Yeah.
strategy at all.
So I'll block 3, and then attack, defense, reaction. So,
You stink.
and I can put a card.
No, you can't.
What?
It's not your attack. You're defending. Oh,
you may
from that.
put a
I'm sorry. I
card
thought
from
you
your
were
hand on
putting
the bottom
something
of
in
your deck.
arsenal.
If you
Yes.
do, draw a card.
Yes, sorry. My bad.
And let's do that.
Good.
Draw a card.
Draw back up to full. Coming down to the end here. I think Tommy might have it with Dorinthea.
Told you.
Did you?
Before the video.
Did you?
No.
I
said I had
honestly
no
don't
idea.
remember that.
I said I had no idea how this was going to go.
John just wanted to play with his fancy new boots.
That's right. I didn't even get to use them because this is something for the Phantasmal effect, which Dorinthea doesn't really hit. So it's like, I guess I could defend with it more. But
So
then
you
you
can
gotta
only hit
pitch
with-
cards. I'm pitching so many cards as it is.
And then you're not having a turn.
I
So
know.
you can only hit with +6 attack, is that right?
Yeah, if it's if I strike with a Phantasm card, such as nope, not that one, this one. So it's an attack 6, and he were to block with a card that says 3 defense, but it has a 6 or higher attack rating,
Then
which Brutes and her and several characters have. Then
Guardians.
It pops this. No damage goes through. No effects happen. It's really detrimental to Prism's ability to play. So the boots help balance that out because then I can pitch to get another turn. Oh, it also ends my turn, like at that moment. So this gives me another chance. It's a good boot slot thing, but it's not like game changing. Even though it's a very nice and important card for competitive.
Do you know what character you're playing against, and you can kind of like
No.
preemptively
So
plan for them?
this is what you do. Remember how I was talking about there's 80 cards registered?
Right.
So you can have 2 sets of gear. So call that 8 cards, right? And then you can have multiple cards that are situational, like specific for dealing with brutes or light characters or dark characters or whatever, right? And so those cards can be situational that you pull out of the deck if you're not facing that type of opponent.
And swap them in for something. That
For
would
something
work better.
else, yeah. Yeah.
So you should have done that.
I actually don't have it set up with a sideboard, and honestly, I wouldn't know what to do.
No,
I've
I
never
don't
played Dorinthea before, so I don't know how Prism fares against it. I thought it was a fair match, a good match, and we've been neck and
it's been back
neck
and
most
forth.
of the
Yeah.
time, so I think it's still a good match.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say I didn't get the best hands, but I also played probably a little more defensively than I should have. I don't know, though. I'm not sure. This is one of those things where we could play this match off like 10 times
Right.
and still have fun with it because there's lots of dynamics. to
And
explore.
the gameplay of my deck is to keep you defending because you do not want me hitting twice because it just gets worse.
So in one of my test games, I was able to pop out Spectral Shields like every turn and have a surplus of them because one of my cards is a make 3, and it costs 3, but it's not that hard to do. And so I was getting them out. They were becoming weapons because remember they have go again, and it was defending against a brute at that too, which hurts my attacks. And when I'm attacking with my weapon, that Phantasm thing doesn't happen. So it encouraged me to use my weapon a lot more. This is a different dynamic. It's not playing out the same way. Maybe it's because I just haven't drawn as well. Maybe I've been playing too defensively. I'm not entirely sure. This is one of those things I would love to play this like 7 times just to see if I can figure out how to fight Dorinthea and if there is a way. Maybe Dorinthea is just strategically better. I don't know.
So what characters would you call brutes?
Oh, it's a class.
So like how there's a warrior, there are
it's over here.
brutes.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, so she's warrior, I'm illusionist. There's another one called brute. Brutes have high attack values, so they pop my illusions a lot, which is why this deck actually doesn't rely on it. If you'll notice, I don't have that many that are Phantasm.
I see.
It's mostly about building up my auras and then attacking with weapons. That's the idea. So far, it's not working that well.
So I am going to play Warrior's Valor,
What's that do?
pitch sinking below. Your next weapon attack this turn gains +2 if it hits, and if it hits, the attack gains go again, go again.
Mm-hmm.
So I will
Swing for 5.
swing for 5, pitch that.
I'm going to do a full block. So block 6.
Okay. Then, yeah. Okay.
Full block.
Full block.
Okay.
I'm going to put a card in Arsenal. Drop back up to 4.
I'm gonna swing for 7.
I am going to take the 7.
I'm gonna arsenal this card. I'm gonna draw back up to 4.
So I'm down to 10.
Well, that's okay. I'm down to 9. We're keeping it pretty even though. This is a good matchup. Like I said, I would play this a number of times just to get a better feel for it because we're both learning these decks at the same time.
Right.
I mean, there's
while I'm
mistakes
playing
all
it.
over. Yeah, exactly. So.
It's not fun when one is completely getting destroyed.
Well, yeah. I'm actually pleased with this because I had no idea what he was even playing.
I didn't know what he was. I didn't know what John was playing.
You knew.
No, I didn't.
If you didn't know,
no,
you weren't listening because I'm always talking about Prism.
I know you're always talking, and that was my best. That would have been my best guess.
Think of the shiniest cards, and that's what John.
I do like the shiny cards. It's true.
Also, legs for days.
Well, yeah. I mean, I got this legendary. Why wouldn't you want to use it, right? Although my what's her name, Levia also has a legendary in it as well.
She's a shadow brute.
That's my second deck, and that's what I was testing them against each other because if she can hold up against that, that means I can hold up against my weakest situation. She did all right. She lost. So the deck has some work it needs, but that's okay. This is a first deck. This is just out of my collection. I didn't buy any cards for this. So.
What about any of the male characters? Would you play as those?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They actually want to check out. I want to check out Dorinthea because I like that.
That is
highly
not
aggressive.
a male character.
I still want to. And I think Bravo's pretty fun. He's a big swinger, and she in her Blitz format's a big swinger too. So I like that style. That's fun. Anyways. Sorry. I think it's called going tall instead of going wide.
Tall versus wide.
You're wide, which
I'm
is
wide.
and I'm tall, big hits.
Warriors Valor. Pitch Iron Song Response. Have 2 left over.
So that's a 6 attack, right?
Yes. And then 1 left over. So yeah, coming at you for 6.
Don't like it. I still have 1 left over. Stinks. Alright, I'm going to do a silly thing, but I got to do it because it's too close to the end and I really can't afford to keep taking little hits that you've been giving me. So I'm going to do a block for 8 because I'm assuming you have an attack reaction that you're going to throw in there, and I'm hoping that's enough to stop it, but it might not be.
Alright, yeah, that's going to stop it.
So... Are you not going to use it? I take it?
Nothing.
We're good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, overblock. That was very painful. Costly.
Oh, it felt good. It felt so good.
Yeah, but I'm still in it as far as health, which is critical at this point because we are down to the very wire here.
That's what you call it a bluff.
Yeah. If you say so. You bluffed me? You're saying you didn't have an attack reaction?
Not a successful one.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. I'm still going to swing for 7 at you.
Oof.
It's that critical number. 7 and 4.
Lucky Sloven.
No, it's because he's got to use 2 cards.
Block 6.
Yeah, or he's going to take damage, and it pushes you into that next realm. I'll draw up to full. Go ahead. And 4 is the same way. You're basically getting 1 card. Although, if you think about the pitching and all that, you're paying 2 usually if you're expending a card for it. When you're using a weapon, I only paid 1.
But you were attacking for how much?
7.
7, so I take 1.
You did.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you did.
Yeah. So I'm down to 9.
Oops, and I just cheated by pulling 1 extra card. I'm going to just shove that in the middle because I looked at it. Sorry about that. I cheated. Ruining the order. Very super cheating. I don't know how you react to that ruling.
So we're going to do that. Your next weapon, and I'll pitch that.
It's another +3 go again if you hit.
Yep.
And you have nothing in your hand? What do you have? Cards in hand?
Nothing in my hand.
Okay. Then I will block for 3. Create 3 Prismatic Shields. Pay 3 to do that. And that And then attack reactions, none, I take it? Or do you have one from there? I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's that do?
If defending hero is defended with a card from their hand, this chain link target weapon attack gains +1.
Okay, so you'll
7.
get 1 through.
Mm-hmm.
And
But doesn't that pop the...
3 damage.
It does, but you take 3 damage by popping these.
It pops all 3?
Yep.
Oh.
I have to. I don't have a choice.
Right.
Yeah.
So I take 3
He
damage.
has
You
to
take
use them.
3 damage.
They're all arcane damage too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very unblockable. And then I take 1. So that's 2. And this goes here. This goes here. This goes under. And then for this turn, because you screwed me up with that attack, I'm going to use that, pay 2, and that gives me +4 to my weapon attack.
Jeez.
So you gotta waste a turn getting rid of that, or face the penalty of not. Now the real question is, if he gets rid of it, what the hell do I do then? It almost sets me back to, okay, well, we're really at this even point. And I don't know if I can get back up in time because I only have 6, you only have 6.
Well,
Yeah.
don't give away your whole strategy.
Well, it's fine. We're talking through it. And it's the first round. Like,
Yeah.
at this point, I don't care if I win or lose.
Is that the end of your...
This has been a great game.
Are you
Yeah,
attacking?
I already drew back up.
Okay.
I apologize. Oh, I need to do that. I always forget that.
I totally had a dad joke before where you said, like, oh, Tommy doesn't have anything up his sleeves. And I was like, well, he could. They have his tattoo sleeves.
Next attack. And, yeah, okay. So I am going to pitch 1 and attack your aura.
Oh, okay. It just pops then.
Yep.
All right.
So I am going to put a card in Arsenal. Take that arcane damage from popping.
Oh, right. From this guy. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, and I have a dead card here. I got to get rid of that. We're both down to 6.
Draw up to 4. Your turn.
A full turn here, eh?
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an instant. I'm
Uh-oh.
going to pop my hood, destroy Hope Merchant's hood, shuffle any number of cards in your hand into your deck, and then you may draw that many cards.
Oh, you don't like your hand, huh?
So I have to shuffle.
Nothing good. Nothing good in your hand.
I didn't want it.
Oh, this was pop, so that's actually up there. I put it in the wrong place.
Okay.
All right. It's a risky play, but I'm going for it. Let's see here. First. Oh, do I just super attack you? I could just do that instead. How defensive is she? I don't know. All right. Nope. I'm going to play Prism the way Prism goes. I'm going to do Prismatic Shield. Creates 3 of those. And then I'm going to... Oh, and I pay for that with that. Then actually we'll do this. I will swing at you for 5. And it's a Herald of Protection. And I pay 2 for that. Herald of Protection, if it hits, put it into my hero's soul and create a shield, another shield.
Okay.
There we go.
I have no defense.
your
Do you have an
defense
attack reaction?
I do not.
I have a defense reaction. I'm going to pitch 1. And it blocks for 6.
And then what's the rest of it do?
If it blocked a weapon attack, deal 1 damage to the attacking hero.
It did not.
No.
Which is odd because most of my damage has actually been weapon. I think that's
Yep.
one of the only angel attacks I've used
Yeah,
this
but
entire
it's the
game.
only one I drew.
And did you notice that about a third of your life is because of my shield popping?
Yep. Yep.
I don't hit you. I just defend forever until it kills you.
Yep.
So anyways, I draw back up to full.
Obviously, Prism doesn't want blood on her own hands.
That's right. No, everything's illusions and at a distance. keep that dirty blood and sweat over there, please. Thank you.
Okay, so I am going to attack with Dawnblade. Pitch. Wait, hold on. Sorry. From Arsenal, your next weapon attack gains +3. Go again. That pitches for the 2. So it's coming at you for 6.
All right. Well, I got 3 shields out. Did I? You full blocked, right? Yeah. Okay. So I didn't get that extra shield. Come at me for 6, and you have 1 floating or no? Did you pay for
Wait,
it?
I thought should I have taken an arcane damage?
No, because that effect you got rid
Okay.
of. Remember, that's part of
Okay.
that aura's
Okay.
effect. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So when you got rid of that, you severely weakened
Okay.
me. That's what I was saying when we were at
Right.
6, or when we were both sitting there. I was like, if you get rid of that, it's
Yeah.
kind of like I
Right.
got to build up again.
Right.
I got some build up, but
Yeah.
not a lot, especially since you're swinging at me for how much now?
6.
So annoying. Might be the end of the road.
And he gets go again if you don't block.
No. That gives go again so that I can attack with that.
Oh, it doesn't stack.
This, no. You can only accrue 1 go again at a time.
Oh, this is annoying because I don't have what I
So-
need at this point. So
To make Dawnblade have a go again now, I would need an attack reaction
I'm going to
to give it go again.
do some funny things here. See if this actually works out. All right, so I'm going to.
We have to stop for the cat. Riley.
Because
I'll
of
crop
narrations
this
of
out.
you'll need to cut that section. Cat attack. All right, what was that about?
We should move the chair out.
You're
of the way
blocking for
because
6.
she'll keep trying to-
Yeah, I know that part. I'm trying to decide how I'm going to block for 6.
Are you
Okay.
hungry, Bubs? You want food? You want food?
So I'm going to put Odorath down, which is an instant. I will pay with Prismatic Shield. I have 1 floating. I will take. Oh, and then I will block with 3. So that's a full block there. Here, just a second.
So you have that aura out and you pops all 3 shield tokens and you
It would,
block
yes.
for 3.
Yeah, depending on what you're doing. So that's my defense situation.
I have no attack reaction.
Okay. So then these all pop. And with that 1 floating, so I take no damage, right? 6 was
6,
total.
yep.
No damage. And with the 1 floating, I didn't take any damage. I expected you to attack reaction and get me. So I can't use that. I wasted a resource.
There we go.
Ruined my life. Well, no,
Nope.
not fully.
Okay.
Since I can do this right now. Oh no. I have 1 foot. Oh no, this stinks. Alright, I don't want to waste this resource at such a point. It's so important to have it now. No good options. You've ruined my day. Again. Alright, fine. I will, I'll hold on to this.
I will put this in Arsenal. Draw back up to full. Your turn, good sir.
Put this in Arsenal and draw back up to full. No good. Real bad situation.
My turn?
Yeah, so I don't think I explained Odorath because I threw it out there in the middle. When a source you control deals damage to an opposing hero, they lose 1 life. Illusion attacks, attack
Wait.
cards you control have go again. So it gives me basically everything gets go again. Basically, not everything, but most of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then anytime I hit you, get an extra damage.
Okay. Let's see.
Can that be stacked as well?
It is an aura, so it can get all those bonuses and stuff. Yeah.
So all auras can do that. You can
Yeah,
only
so-
have 1 aura out at a time.
No, you can have a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
So and they all have go again by default. So I can have how I had those 3 out. Say it was an attacking chance at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I could technically attack 4 times if I had the resources. It costs 3 each attack, so you really only gonna attack twice usually. But 2 times at 4 plus those bonuses, it can get big.
Yeah.
And I've played games where I have multiple of these out, and one of them gives a -1 to his attacks, one of them gives a +1 to my attacks, and the other one is anytime you pop one, he takes damage. Which if you have that one and these other ones out, he goes to attack, he loses a turn, he takes the damage. He goes to attack, he loses a turn. You see, it can really get turtly, and unfortunately, I just didn't get that this time, so you didn't get to see it go off the way it should.
I am going to... attack with Dawnblade. And then pitch for 3. Leaving me with 2 extra.
I will. Reaction. I'm going to put Parable of Humility out there, so that means that attack is now a 2. And I pay for that, and I have 1 floating.
So what does that do?
Attack action cards.
It's
Oh,
not
that's a
an attack
weapon.
action
Oh
card.
no, this is a mistake. I'm gonna take back
Okay.
that. You've had 2 or 3.
Take
get
backs
to
are
take.
allowed
I get to
in
take
the-
back. So
Wait, you pitched...
No, that was out there already.
Okay, you pitched 2
I
cards.
pitched 2. Yeah, I needed to pitch
Okay.
2 to pay for it. It's a
Okay.
4.
Okay.
All these things cost 4, which is a
Oh,
very
right.
awkward
Yeah,
number, but
right.
they're super powerful,
Right.
so it's kind of worth it. So anyways, you're swinging for 3. Fine. You
Correct.
Stink. You're gonna ruin my day. I will take 3.
Maybe as friendly
then-
matches,
Wait
there
a
should
second,
only
wait a
be
second,
like
wait a
3 take backsies just to keep it fair.
Yeah, he's already done more than 3, so that's fine. Yeah, I'll take 3.
Okay, do you have a... I have an attack reaction.
Okay, put it on there. Where is it? How much?
+3, so it's 6. Reprise. If the defending hero has defended with a card from their hand, this chain link...
Which I have not.
No, look at the top card. So it's a 6.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is pay with Parable of Humility.
Mm-hmm.
Pop this and create a shield so I'm still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is instant. It pops.
Mm-hmm.
So that goes away.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that deal damage?
It
too?
doesn't,
No.
because he got rid of the thing that gave me
Yep.
that power. So I'm down to 1.
Oh, snap.
It's only that last point that matters, though, at the
Yeah.
end. But it is only 1, so I'm feeling it. I'm nervous.
You can see the sweat dripping down.
I know. Oh my God. It's not good.
Draw back up to full.
Hold
Your
on
turn.
to your stilettos.
Right. Right. Okay. What's in here again? All right. My turn.
Yes.
Glisten.
Okay.
Pay Ravages. Got 1 floating for that. So that gives me an additional 4 counters
Mhm.
on that. So that is now an 8 attack.
Mm-hmm.
I will swing with that and pay 3, so I still have 1 floating. Eight damage coming at you.
Can you play more than 1 defense reaction a turn?
Think so?
Yeah.
I think so. You have to pay for them.
Right, right.
Yeah, I think so. It's a good question, though.
All right, so you're coming at me for 8. Right?
I miscalculated something. That's okay.
So I am going to... From Arsenal. Oh, wait, did you have attack reactions?
No, sorry. Yeah, I was still waiting for your defense.
Okay. Yeah.
Just your basic defense. Just defense reactions?
So there's 4, and I will pitch for 1, and for that 3, and then another 4, 8.
Okay. So full block.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I'm going to choose not to do that.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So that was my gambit there. All right. So I have 1 floating. Still didn't do damage. You've ruined my ability to do this brocade like every time. This is a silly move, but we're at the end here, so I got to do it. So I'm going to. I can't even do that. Never mind. That's it.
Okay.
That's all I got. I draw it full and pray I have some defense cards because otherwise I'm in trouble. Oh, I'll arsenal that. Maximum cards. All right. What do you got?
Attacking with Dawnblade. Right now. Swinging at you for 4.
What's the first one do? Just a +1 and go again? No go agains are built into this?
Okay. Just +4.
4. Oh, God. I'm going to have to hit me for 1 then. That's an annoying number to be swinging at me for.
I know.
At this stage of the game. That's really, really painful.
You're going to have to use
really painful.
all of
I have to
your hand.
use basically everything. So, I will do it in a slightly different way. Let's see here. I can do that. Alright, this is what I'll do. It's so dumb, but I have to do it. I don't know if that's the case. Yeah, I'll switch it to that and then. Alright. This is so dumb. Alright, so I will block for 4, and then I will.
How's that blocking for 4?
I mean 3. Sorry, 3. I use my boots, and I'll pay the 1. So that's 4. Any attack reactions?
Nope.
No defense reactions?
Nope.
So I'm still alive, but boy, was that painful.
So
not ideal.
your boots don't get used up?
They don't.
Oh.
But you have to pay to get that 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's exciting. That's the nice part about them. Oh, what do I have here again? Not useful right now. Okay, so I think I have to swing for 8, don't I? I think I have to. This is so rough. All right, swing for 8. Pay the 3. 8 coming at your face.
I will block. And then I take an additional damage if I take a hit, right?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I forgot about that.
See, at least I understand why it's called Flesh and Blood, because when you're in person, you can at least be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
Keep each other honest.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, a lot of people are learning the game, so a lot of people are going to flub things up and, you know, learn as you go.
Oh, yeah.
Fix some things, change some things. See, like this. Keep forgetting to do that. Like every turn. Now, we're definitely in the pitch zone. So, for example, I had 2 or 3 where I pitched.
Mm-hmm.
If I'd set the order, so what people recommend, and I don't know the strategy, I'm not good enough at this point yet, is, you know, do like a hard card and then a blue and try to remember what the last thing you did. Hard card, so by the time you're coming back, you have resources and you have hard hits back and forth every turn.
I see.
Give or take. And there's different strategies for different decks, but generally speaking, you want to pitch so your order stacks up for this point, because right now, we've touched every one of these cards. So I could have set these combos up. I didn't, because I'm not that good. But theoretically, I could be swinging even harder with bigger combos.
So that's only if you have like a long, drawn-out game
Right.
that you want to try to do.
Yeah,
this long. I mean, we've hit it. We're
Yeah.
touching that point now. So if I had been doing it the whole time, it would matter.
Yeah.
So I'm blocking for 6. Do you have an attack reaction?
I do not.
Okay. So then I have a defense reaction. So that puts me at 9.
All right, full block. Lucky you, still alive. I draw back up to full, right?
Yep.
Wait, before I do that. No, you full blocked everything. Every time you do that, you're really messing me up, man. All right, I don't have anything in my soul. Nope. Okay.
I'm attacking your aura, pitching 1.
Well, fine. Goodbye, Aura. Like that thing has been too much pressure.
2.
So if that takes any damage, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's not even damage. It says when attacked, it's gone, but his turn is over.
That also causes arcane damage, isn't it?
No.
Not that one. The other one did.
The other one did.
Yeah.
He has multiple auras.
I do. I have 3 different ones in there. And I wish, like, if it was my ideal deck, I'd probably have 3 of each. Although it starts to get a little wonky because they don't have a defense value. So if you have too many of those, you don't have enough to defend with. And I've actually hit several turns where I had too many instances and things without defense value. And he's swinging at me with multiple swings. I got nothing. I got nothing to give back and to hold off.
Can you play the same aura? Like, can you stack that same aura?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
You can have multiple of them out.
I had several situations where I could have had 2 of the other one. So think about that. If
right,
one of them pop double damage. Yeah.
And that's
like,
arcane.
it's so expensive. They're hard to get out. Like it's a real balancing act. I haven't quite mastered it with her. So now I'm back to having nothing to hit with. Hate you. That's okay. Wish I could defend those. That would be nice. Alright. So I will attack with Herald of Ravages for 6. Pay 2 to do so. Oh shoot, what was I down to? 1. Duh.
Yeah.
Trying to give yourself more help.
I messed myself up, man.
Okay. Coming at me for 6.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm going to... What can I even do?
I don't know. This is good. This has gone really well. Think how long we've been down to that last die.
I know.
Like, at least twice as many cards.
Right.
Well, now you're both on defense.
Yeah. We're both, like total, we can't take more hits. We can't take more hits.
Yeah.
And Tommy's being smart. He's not getting down the last few, which at some point you kind of have to balance that out. But I think he knows Prism and she swings hard.
Yeah.
So it can be, she can go real rough, real fast out of nowhere.
But you can draw back up on your defense.
You can.
No.
So you have that defense.
Yeah, for my defense,
Yeah. You do have that.
It's only when you're attacked.
Right, but I want to figure out, make sure I have the cards to be able to attack
He
next
doesn't
turn.
win if he's not attacking hard.
What's that thing you can do if you hit?
If I do damage to you or you do damage to me, I can get an additional resource point.
Okay.
Or, oh no, that's not on a hit. That's just a separate thing totally.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Then I am going to...
See, after a long game like this,
I'm going to block for 3.
Alright, so, in reaction to that block, I'm going to put out this aura and pay for it. I have 1 floating. That's the one that gives me extra damage and go again. So, attack reactions, none for me. Defense reactions?
No.
Okay. So you get hit for
3.
4.
So I'm down to 2.
And I get a go again. But I only have 1 resource. I did hit you. I can get 2 resources. And then I can do nothing. I'm out of everything. Well, at least I got that out, and this is gone. Oh wait, no, sorry. No, sorry. Put that back. That's that. I did have a plan. I knew I had a plan with all that shit. So, if it hits, put it into your hero's soul and deal 1 arcane damage. So you get another
I didn't
one.
know it did
You're down
that.
To 1. You're down to
Otherwise,
1.
I would have blocked differently. That's bullshit. Okay.
I'm sorry. I should have read it out. You're right. So I still have 1 floating. I'm gonna crack this because I did damage. So now I have 2 floating. I'm gonna pop this and get my deal-a-majig out. And now that was the plan. That's why I was like, I was like, why did I have that 1 floating? Because I was like, I'm gonna get.
That's why I asked, what happens if you hit?
I told you what happens if I hit.
You just said those resource stuff.
That's what it did.
Yeah, but what about this? What about when that hits?
Well, that part I forgot. I apologize. Well, you were pointing over there. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I just meant like when
in general, you're right. I should have read it out.
Okay.
It was my mistake.
Okay.
Now we're 1 and 1.
2.
No,
Oh,
you're down
1.
to 1 more because that extra damage.
All right.
I'm gonna draw up to full. Come on, it's a more dramatic game.
Sure.
1 and 1. Prism versus whatever her name is.
I'm gonna pitch
Dorinthea.
3. Dorinthea.
I just said that.
That down to 1. That's for that. So your next weapon attack this turn gains 3 and go again. So I'm swinging at you for 6.
Not good. So really not good.
He does have a shield though.
I do, yeah. So I'll block for 6.
Okay.
Any attack reactions?
Nope.
Defense reactions? Nope.
Well, your shield has to pop.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, it does.
Nope.
It's the first one that gets hit.
Nope. It's only if damage would be dealt to your hero. This
Right.
happens first.
That happens first.
And so it's 0. So no damage would be dealt. The shield is still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought the shield has to pop.
I get it.
first.
Yeah, but nope.
Then I'll put this in arsenal and draw to 4.
So risky. Gotta do it. It's the only way. God, I hate this. Control characters, they're tough.
We're gonna have to cut out a lot of like
Random
huffing and puffing.
the dramaturgy. All right. And like Tommy was saying,
Yeah.
No one's listening by this point anyways.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do Glisten and pay for 2, and that gives it 3 counters on Ode to Wrath. And I draw the full. So I give you a full turn, which is the risky part.
I'm just gonna say something that's totally random, but you can totally put like ASMR in the front of this video, and it will just be huffing and puffing the entire like sighing.
Or not.
Or not, indeed. This sucks.
I am going to...
It is down to the wire. I love it.
attack with Dawnblade. Pitch for 1.
Just straight 3?
Just straight 3.
I don't trust you.
Wait, hold on. Can I change? I'm going to change my pitch.
Okay. Maybe not.
Wait, hold on.
I think you got me.
Math. Okay. Yeah, that's the only way to do it. Okay.
And what's
So I got
floating?
2.
I don't trust you, so I'm going to double block that. Because I really don't trust you. So that's 6.
Okay. Attack reactions. +6.
No!
So that's 9.
Defense reactions I got.
And then I can go down to 1. So it's actually 8. So 8, 9, 10, 11. Coming at you for 11.
How did you do that? Those are 0, 0, and 1.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I pitched 3.
That's game. Nice.
Oh!
Finally. Took forever.
Oh, man.
That was intense. That was intense.
And
I had you next turn, too. I had you, because I'm coming at you with a weapon. I had a 4 blue hand.
Yeah.
And I get go again on every attack.
I know.
Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I was coming at you if you didn't swing for death there. But
if only you had that for 3 hands earlier.
I know. Actually, if I had that the turn before, or the turn before that, it was over. I won.
There was a turn when I popped my hood, I drew 4 defense reactions.
Yeah.
So I had to shuffle. So I had to shuffle the deck, which messes up the pitch. But I wasn't keeping track of my pitch, anyways. But to then shuffle and then get 4 defense reactions in my hand, I was so upset.
Yep. That's rough.
And then,
I mean, and this
in the
never
last
happens.
turn,
3 blues. Each one of these represents a full weapon attack. Like, I can just come at you, and because they're go again. They're all go again.
The last attack, I couldn't decide if I was going to wait another turn and get rid of that.
Well, that's why
again.
I was like, this is a risk, because it's pump this now or swing for 4, which is only going to set you off a little bit. But how big is your next attack? I didn't know.
Right,
It wouldn't
that
have
was the
stopped
biggest
you.
attack
it
of the
would
game.
have stopped you.
Right.
Yeah. So it was the right move. Still failed.
Yeah.
But that's this game is so fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
So if you were trying to pick up this game, and you didn't have any friends that were interested in playing it, where would be the best place to play it?
Your local game shop. Go talk to them.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely one of the ways. There is a search capability on fabtcg.com that allows you to search by zip code for your nearest shop that carries it. Additionally, if you want to just learn how some of the decks work, play and test some mechanics, there's an app out there. Well, actually, it's a website out there called
Felt Table.
Felt Table, that's it. Yeah, felttable.com, and that will be a good place to practice. There's not a lot of decks. It's like the Blitz decks and the Precon ones, but it gives you an idea. It lets you feel it out.
It also makes sure that you are playing by the rules, because it will not let you do things that you aren't able to do. Where in Tabletop Simulator, you could play the cards but not know if you're playing the rules correctly. Felt Table will actually force the rules to be played.
And that's if you have friends online. Tabletop Simulator is great. Or set up Discord with a shared video. A lot of people are doing that right now.
Or join our Discord and we'll teach you.
Speaking of, like, subscribe. If you enjoyed the content, click the bell. Let's talk again.
And we're going to be playing some more.
Yep.
All right. Talk to you soon. Enjoy the day. And we'll see you next time. Hey, it's me, Tommy, from Tommy's Top Picks. If you liked the video, please leave a like. Please hit the subscribe button. Ring the bell so you get a notification every time we put up a video. And leave a comment. Helps the algorithm. We'll respond. We'll talk to you. We want to hear. What do you like? What do you want to see? Let me know. And we'll make it. We'll make it. We'll make it happen.